Hi, I'm Emily from Nebraska Extension with the Nutrition Education Program. And this is Marnie, and this is Dana. Get ready, because today we're going to do a short workout with you.
First, we're going to begin with a brief warm-up. Our warm-up today will consist of movements that get the heart rate up. Let's begin by marching. Left, right, right, left, right. Warming up before exercise is very important because it helps increase your body temperature, which reduces the risks for injuries. It also prepares the body for any physical activity, and it also prepares your mind for the activities you will be doing. Throughout this video, Dana and Emily will be doing modified versions of the activities and the warm-up exercises. Please watch either one if you find a certain exercise difficult. Now let's step tap with the right foot. Right, left, right, left. Remember to breathe throughout the workout, and if you are getting too hot or too out of breath, please take a little break or slow it down a little bit. Feel free to get a drink of water or sit down for a little while if you also need to do that. Right, left, a few more. Right, left, right, left. Now let's get started with some modified jumping jacks. You can bring your arm up and step tap to the side. And if this is too hard or you'd like to do just your arms or just your legs, please feel free to follow Dana or Emily. And right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Remember to breathe. Left, right, left. And now that we're warmed up, let's get started with the workouts.
Now that we're warmed up, go ahead and grab your resistance band. Resistance bands can be a great exercise tool, but there are a few things we need to check first. Be sure and check the band for any rips or tears before you begin any resistance band workout. Even a small tear while working out can cause the band to break and potentially cause injury. Second, make sure that while you're doing these resistance band workouts, you have two firm grips on the band. Or if it's under your foot, make sure that you're stepping on it firmly. Third, make sure you're always breathing during these exercises. Never hold your breath while doing physical activity. We will have 3 options for every exercise. Option 1 is the most difficult, and you can follow me for that. If you feel more comfortable sitting down while doing the exercises, then follow Marnie for option 2. And if you're not quite comfortable with the band yet, then follow Dana for option 3. Our first exercise is the chest press. So go ahead and hold the band in your right hand and bring it behind your back. Bring it up to the middle of your back, below your arms. And then position your hands so there's an equal amount of band coming out from your palm. Bring your elbows out to the side so that they're even with your shoulders. And we're ready to begin the exercise. Push your hands forward and then bring your elbows back to the starting position. Continue this. This is our chest press exercise. And remember when you're doing these to always be breathing. Your abs should be in tight, and then your knee should be bent just slightly. Keep it going, you're doing great. We'll do 2 more, and 2, last 1. Relax your arms by your side. This exercise is the pec fly. For this exercise, push your hands out in front of you and position your palms facing inward. Bring your arms out wide to the side and then cross them at the center. Make sure that your hands stay high and that they stay about even with your shoulders to the sides. For a little extra exercise, squeeze your elbows at the center. Make sure that you keep breathing. And we're almost done. You can do it 2 and 1. For this next exercise, we need to have the band in front. Grip the band in the very center, and then grip either hand on the sides of the center about 6 inches apart. This is our lat pull down exercise. So bring the band all the way up towards the ceiling, above your head, but still in front of you. We're gonna pull against the band as we bring it down right below our chin. Bring it back up and back down. To make this exercise easier, give yourself more slack between your hands. And to make it harder, give yourself less slack. Make sure you're squeezing your back muscles and pull your elbows together as you bring them down. Bring it down just to your chin and then back up. 2 more. And last one. And relax your hands down by your side. For this exercise, position your hands straight in front of you. We're gonna pull against the band, keeping your elbows straight until your hands are out by your side. You should be squeezing your back muscles as you do this. This is a back exercise. It's called the reverse fly. If this exercise is too difficult, give yourself more slack between your hands. Make sure you're keeping your elbows straight. Make sure that you continue to breathe during all of these exercises. Your abs should be in tight and your knees bent just slightly. Just a couple more here. Last one, you can do it. Go ahead and relax. For this exercise, position the band in just your right hand. We're gonna raise your arm out to the side so your elbow is even with your shoulder, the band dangling behind your arm. Take your other hand and grip the band underneath of your arm. This hand is gonna stabilize the band while you press your right arm to the ceiling. This is a single arm shoulder press. Make sure that you bring your elbow back to the starting position each time and that you're pressing the band ahead and in front of you so that you can see it at all times. And as always, you're breathing and abs are in tight. For this exercise, position the band into your right hand. The other end of the band, drape across the floor and step on it with your right foot. Make sure it's secure by tugging on it a few times. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see this exercise better. Take a small step forward with your left foot and then lean onto your left leg. Make sure that your back is straight for this exercise. We're gonna bring our elbow up so it's even with your shoulder. Now we're ready for our tricep kickback exercise. We're gonna take our hand and kick it back, keeping your elbow high and even with your shoulder. Kick it back and bring it to your hip. Make sure that your elbow stays in the same position. The only part that should move is your hand. Remember to keep breathing, keep your abs in tight, and keep your back straight. Last one. Go ahead and stand back up. Position the band under your right foot, and then grip the band about at knee level, standing up really tall with shoulders down and back. Lean away from the band, and then lean towards it. This is our side bend exercise. We're using parts of our abdominal muscles called our obliques. Make sure and keep your abs in tight for this exercise to protect your lower back. Make sure your knees are also bent just slightly. Just a few more here. And 2, and 1. For this exercise, grab both ends of the band, making a loop in the center. Place this loop on the floor and then step firmly on the band with your right foot. Take a medium step back with your left foot, and now we're ready for our lunges, our next exercise. For the lunges, make sure that your knee stays above your ankle or at least behind your toe. So as you come down, keep it right over your ankle. Your body comes straight up and straight back down. Again, make sure that this knee stays above your ankle or behind your toe. You should be pressing the weight into the heel of your right foot, which is the foot that's in front. If you'd like, you can test that by trying to wiggle your toes as you go down and up. Just 2 more here, 2, and 1. Step back together. Now we're gonna do the single arm shoulder press on your left side. So position the band in your left hand and bring it out to the side, just like the other exercise. You're gonna grip the band underneath and then press to the ceiling. Make sure the band stays in front of you as always, so you can see it the whole time. And remember, you're always breathing. Abs are in tight, knees are bent just slightly. Bring your elbow back to that starting position and then back up. Last one here. And relax. We're gonna do our tricep kickbacks on the left side. So grab one end of the band in your left hand and then drape the other end across the floor. Step on the band securely with your left foot and check it to make sure it's secure. Take a small step forward with your right foot and lean into your right leg. Bring your shoulder up, or your elbow up so it's even with your shoulder, and we're ready to begin the exercise. We're gonna kick it back and bring it to our hip. Kick back and bring it in. Continue this for a few more reps. Make sure your back is straight and your abs are in tight. Keep your elbow high. We're almost done. 2, last one, and relax. We're gonna do side bends on the left side now. So make sure the band is underneath of your left foot. Grip the band about knee height and then stand up tall, shoulders down and back. Lean towards the band and then away. Make sure with this one your abs are in tight, so you're protecting your lower back. Again, we're working our obliques, which are the sides of our abdominal muscles. Make sure you're always breathing and your knees are bent just slightly. Just a couple more here. Last one, and relax. We're gonna do lunges on the left leg now. So make a loop with the band by grabbing the ends. Place this loop on the floor and step firmly on the center of the band. Take a medium step back with your right foot. Remember with the lunges to keep your knee above your ankle or at least behind your toe. We're gonna go straight down and straight back up. Make sure and keep your back straight, abs in tight. Only go as low as is comfortable for you. If it's a couple inches, that's great. And if it touches the floor, that's great too. Just a few more here, 2, and last one. Step forward. Now we're gonna do squats. So grip the band on the ends, creating another loop in the middle. We're gonna bring this loop to the floor and step with both feet on the band, and then stand up tall. Position your feet so they're directly under your hips, hip width apart. For these squats, just like the lunges, make sure that your knees stay above your ankle or at least behind your toes. We're gonna sit back as we go down and then come right back up. Make sure your abs are in tight and your back stays straight. It may help to have a chair behind you for this exercise because then you can act like you're sitting into the chair and it will catch you in case you lose your balance. You're almost done. Only 2 more. Last one, and relax. For this exercise, the band should be secure below both feet. Make sure your feet are hip width apart and your knees are bent just slightly. And you're gonna bring your elbows up to the side till they're even with your shoulders. This is called the upright row. So you should feel this across your shoulders and the back of your neck. Make sure your chin is tucked down, your abs are in tight, and as always, you're breathing. Last one, and relax. We're gonna do bicep curls now. So make sure the band is secure below both feet, your feet are hip width apart, and knees are bent. You're gonna tuck your elbows in by your side and bring your hands up to your shoulders. This should be working the front of your arm. It's natural to want to bring your elbows up, but try and keep them tucked in by your side. Make sure you keep breathing, as always. If this is too difficult, go ahead and follow Marnie for option 2, where she's doing it seated, and there's less resistance with the band. Just a few more here, and 2, last one. Now that we're done with our workout, we're gonna cool down with stretching. So take a small step forward with your right foot and then lean back into your left leg, bringing your toe towards the ceiling. This is a hamstring stretch, so you should feel this stretch in the back of your leg. You should hold these stretches for at least 15 seconds. If your legs start to get tired, go ahead and come out of the stretch, relax, and then get back into the stretch. Okay, go ahead and roll forward on your foot and then take a step back. We're gonna lean in to this back knee. So bend your back knee, push your hips forward, and you should feel this stretch across the front of your hip. It's called your hip flexor. If you have trouble with balance, then follow Marnie for option 2, having some point of contact with a chair or a table or something like that. While we do this, we're gonna stretch our chest also. So bring your arms up and out to the side, bringing your elbows back as far as they can go. Again, if your legs get tired, go ahead and come out of the stretch, relax for a second, and then get back into the stretch. Now we're gonna bend our knee so we get a little bit lower. Push your hips forward once again. You should feel this stretch across the top of your quadricep muscle. We're gonna bring one arm across for a shoulder stretch here. Bring your arm across your body and then pull it in with your other hand. You should feel this stretch across your whole arm or your shoulder. Again, if you get tired in this stretch, come out of it for a second, relax, and then get back into it, making sure to push your hips forward. Go ahead and stand up so your legs are straight and press our back heel into the floor. This you should feel in the lower part of your leg or your calf muscle. Remember to take some deep breaths here to cool your body down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Okay, let's take a big step forward and we'll switch sides. So take a small step back and lean into your back leg, bringing your left toe towards the ceiling. Again, we're feeling this stretch in the back of our leg. So this is the hamstring stretch on the left side. And again, if you would like another point of contact, make sure and have a chair or table beside you for this. Keep breathing. Go ahead and roll into your toe and take a step back. Bringing your knee towards the floor, we're gonna come into this stretch. Go ahead and push your hips forward so that you feel the stretch across your hip. It's called your hip flexor. While we do this, again, we'll stretch our chest. Bringing your arms out to the side, elbows back as far as possible. Again, follow Marnie if you're having trouble with balance. Again, if your legs get tired, make sure and stand up out of the stretch and then come back down into it. Okay, relax 1 second, and we're gonna get even deeper into this stretch. So bend your knee a little bit more. Make sure and press your hips forward. You should feel this stretch across the whole front of your leg. It's called your quadricep. So this is our quadricep stretch. Again, we'll do the shoulder stretch on the other side. So switch arms, pulling it across your body and in. If your legs get tired during this stretch, again, go ahead and come out of the stretch and then get back into it. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay, go ahead and stand up straight. Press your heel into the floor. Leg is straight. You should feel this in the bottom half of your leg called your calf muscle. So this is a calf stretch. Stretching is important to do after every exercise to maintain flexibility and mobility. Make sure your muscles are warm before you stretch so you can avoid injury or tears in your muscles. Go ahead and step forward. Congratulations, you've completed your exercises for today.